Good day, viewers. Welcome to Rock My Class. Today we are moving to another method on how to find the square root of four-digit perfect square within 2 seconds. Good. As you can see, we have all these numbers on the board. The square root of 2401, which is 2401. We have 7569, 3844, 841, 256, 289. Good. Before you can find out this, we have to acknowledge the knowledge of one of our great mathematicians called Shakuntala Devi in his book called Figuring. So, before you can move on this, you have to know the value of this following number. We have 1 square, 2 square, 3 square, 4 square, 5 square, 6 square, 7 square, 8 square, and what? 9 square. 1 square is same thing as what? 1. 2 square, 4. 3 square, 9. 4 square, 16. 5 square, 25. 6 square is what? 36. 7 square, 49. 8 square, 81. 8 square, sorry, 8 square is what? 64. While 9 square is 81. So this is all what we have. So the next step is that this the one that ends with 1. That ends with 1, we have 1 and what? And 9. So if you are talking about 4, the one that ends with 4, we have 2 and what? 64. What about 6? We have 4 and what? 6. Because square of 4 is what? 16. But it ends with what? 6. Why the square of 6 is what? It ends with what? With 6. So what about 9? We have 3 and what? 7. If we move to 25, the one that ends with 5, we only have what? 5 alone. Good. That is, this number is going to help us out. One is that before you can find out this, you have to break it into what? Into 2 parts. It's very easy. We have 20 what? 4 and what? 0, 1. So how are you going to do this? 24. Which of this square root is closer to what? This 24. I know that 4 times 4 is 16. 5 times 5 is 25. 25 is greater than this. But I have what? 4 times 12 is 16. So my first digit is what? Is 4. By finding the square root of this, the first one I'm going to have is what? Is 4. Then 4 times the next number. The next number is what? Is 5. 4 times 5 is what? Is 20. I have what? 4 times 5 is same thing as what? 20. Good. The condition is now, what ends this number? 1. So our answer is going to be what? Either 1 or what? 9. My answer is going to be what? Either 1 or 9. So I have 4 times 5 is what? Is 20. Is 20 greater than this? If it's less than this, I'm going to pick what? The big value. But if it's greater than this, I'm going to pick what? The small value. 4 times 5 is what? Is 20. While 20 is less than what? 24. So my answer is what? Is 9. So the square root of 2401 is what? 49. What about the second one? I have 75. Break it into the 75 and what? 69. Good. Which of this perfect square is closer to what? This 75. I have 64. Which was 8 times 8 is what? 64. So I'm going to choose what? 8. My first answer is going to start with what? 8. So what ends this number? 9. 9 ends what? This number. So out of all these squares, which one ends with 9? I have 3 and what? 7. So the next answer, one of my last digits is going to be what? 7 or what? Or 3. One of these two. Good. How are you going to figure out which is going to be the last digit? It's very simple. I have, what is the next number after 8 is what? Is 9. 8 times 9. I'm going to have what? 72. Is 72 greater than this? No, is what? Is less. Since 72 is less than this number that we have here, so we're going to go for the bigger number, which is what? Which is 79. The method is that if it's less, we go for the higher number. Then if it's what? If it's higher than this, than the first two digits, we go for the lesser number. That's the logic in it. Good. That is the square root of 7,569. Instead of what? 87. Then I have 3844. Which perfect square is clear to this 38? I have what? 6. So my first answer is going to be what? 6. But what's end this digit? What's end this square root of 4? The number is what? Is 4. So one of my answers is going to be either 2 or 8. Either 2 or 8. But before I can figure out that, I have to what? The next number. 6 times the number, which is 7. 6 times 7 is what? Is what you have? 42. I have 40 what? 42. But this 42 is greater than what? 38. 42 is greater than what? 40 is greater than what? 42 is greater than what? 38. So you have to go for the lesser what? For the lesser number, which is what? 2. So my answer is what? 62. So the square root of 3,844 is what? 62. Because Chabotala David have helped us with the 4 digits number. Good. What about the 3 digits number? How are we going to find what? The square root of 3 digits perfect square. Now, this number is that you have to break it into 2, right? 8 and what? 41. Good. The last thing remains the same, but it remains a certain condition in it. I have 8. Which of this perfect square is close to this first digit? You have to break into the first part. 8 and what? 41. Which perfect square is close to this is what? Look at it. 2 times 2 is what? 4. Because 3 times 3 is 9. So I would rather go for 2. So my first answer is going to be 2. But what end this number is what? 1. So I'm going to have either my answer is going to be 1 or what? 9. Either 1 or 9. Good. Then 2 times the next number. What is our next number? Our next number is what? Is 3. 2 times 3 is what? 6. Is 6 greater than or less than this number? Is what? Is lesser than. If it's less than this number that I have here, which is 8, I'll go for the bigger value, which is what? 9. Therefore, the square root of 841 is what? Is 29. What about this? You can also do it on your own. I have 2 and what? 5, 6. You break it down into 2 parts. I have 2, 5 and 1. Can you try that? So let us move now. This 2, which of the word perfect square is closer to 2? I have what? 1. Because 1 times 1 is still now what? 1. But 2 times 2 is greater than what? Is greater than these 2. So my first digit is going to be what? 1. Then 1 times the next number is what? Is 2. 2 times 2 is 2. Now the condition is that on this 3 digit number, if my answer 1 times 2, if it's what? If it's less, I'll go for the big value. If it's what? If it's greater, I'll go for the smaller value. And if it's equal to also, I'm going to go for the bigger what? Value. Now, since 1 times 2 is 2, and what end this number is 6. If you look at this, I have 4 and 6. 4 and 6. So which way are we going to go for? Is it 4 or 6? We are going to go for the bigger value, which is what? 6. So 16 times 16 is what? 2, 5, 6. Good. What about the last one? I have 2, 8, 9. Fantabulous. These 2 now, which perfect square is equal to these 2? Is what? 1. Because 1 times 1 is what? Is 1. Then what is the next number after this one? Is 2. 1 times 2 is same thing as what? It's same thing as 2, which is equal to this. But what ends this number is what? 9. 9. 9 is what? 3 and what? 7. My answer is that what? 3 or 7 is going to what? It's going to be the next digit for this. So then if it's equal, look at that. If you have equal, if it's equal, because the next number after 1 is 2, 1 times 2 is what? It's same as this 2. Then if it's equal, what will you go? You have to go for the biggest value. So what are you going to have? You're going to have what? 7. And is the square root of what? Of 2, 8, 9 is what? It's 17. Kindly subscribe on my YouTube channel, Rock Math Class, and don't forget to share this knowledge to your colleagues, your friends, your children at home. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.